Hello, welcome to Custom Passports. I'm going to show you how to place an order on our site. The first thing you do is you want to see all the passports. So you click on See All the Passports. You scroll through our passports. These are all custom designed passports. These are all passports that other customers have designed. This is what they chose. We put them on our site so you can get an idea of what we do. So if you like, oh, I like this passport, but I don't like that color cover. I want a different color cover, maybe like this. You can mix and match them, or you can have something absolutely totally different, such as a baby shower with pastel colors. Doesn't look like a passport at all. These are all custom designed, so you can have them any way you want. For our example, we're going to use passport 12. So you click on the passport that you're pretty much sure is close to what you're looking for, and then we just go from there. That's our start. So it opens up a page here for that passport. It gives you a description right here about what the passport is. It gives you a link to our videos in case you'd like to see the videos of describing our passport, pricing, all that stuff. They're very informative. They'll answer a lot of your questions. This is our form we send you for the invitation text. This explains a little bit about it. This is about our additional pages, but then again, the videos do a wonderful job of explaining that. This is info about the sample shown here. All the information, the size that it was designed at, the fonts used, all those things. To upload your files, you can click here, or you can click here to upload your files. All the information you need is on this page. The home page, contact us, all information where our videos are, upload your files. Alright, so now we're ready to order. We scroll down, and here's our first choice here. These also up here are additional images. It gives you a bird's eye view of what the passport looks like. So I can't see, it's too small, I can't make out the design. This will give you a closer up view. You click close here to close that window. You can see what the boarding passport looks like just by clicking on the window. So it gives you good detail. You can read all your stuff here. Close the window. Okay, so the first thing we do is we click on Passport Invitation Text. This is going to send you a form. I will send you the form actually for the passport text, and this is what you're going to get. This is a Word document. If you have a Mac, it might be a little difficult unless you can save it as a doc file, but then we have other ways you can get your information to us if you have problems with that. Up here is a little description of what you need to do. Down here you could type your notes to me. For each page, each section has their note file. Here, if you want to change the number of your pages, you can do that, and you just type your text here. So we've got 6 pages in the portrait format and 6 pages in the landscape format. This is basically for people that want an additional page. If you get a card that doesn't have an additional page, then you just need page 1 and 2, and that's it. You fill it out, you send it back to me. Well, let's say you have trouble with this form. It's a very large form, it's 15 megabytes. You can also send us an email. So you would put our email in here, the subject. You would take, you would attach your photos, like say you want this as a background. You would attach your photos. So this one is sending me that photo and this photo. And here's the information you just typed to me in a simple email. Here's what I'd like on my pages. The cover. Passport to our wedding. Page 1, I want that in landscape. Places stamps all around, Mexico City, Italy, etc. Page 2 in landscape, and each page you give me a little, the way you want it set up, and a description of what you want on it, or the actual text. You can do that for all your pages. This one is for 6 pages, or you can just do pages 1 and 2 as an open up card. You don't have to do the additional pages. They would be extra. But mostly people do the additional pages. So to get your information to me in one of 2 ways, either with this form or with this form on your email. Simple. Any way you can get me your information, I'll take any way you can get me your information. So that's what you do. Click here, and this is going to have me send you that form. This is so you can do it on your own computer, in your home, at your own convenience. You don't have to worry about your internet timing out. It's more convenient and more relaxing for you to do that way. Alright, the next thing you do, you would choose what card size you're looking for. So here, the standard card size is 4x5. It's $2.25. This is the standard pricing for the 4x5. If the card is a 5x7, if you'd like a 5x7, you would add an additional 70 cents to that card, making it $2.95 per card. For this sample, we're going to stick with the 4x5 card. That's the standard size of a passport. Usually most people choose that. Actually, it's a little bigger than a passport, but it's closest to a passport size than a 5x7. Font choice. Oh, how do I choose my fonts? How do I know what I want? Well, click here. It'll show you a list of the fonts. See, you get the choices of the fonts. You can get to look at them and pick out what you think you'd like. Here's one adorable that I think I would like. And you come in here and you just choose that font. Alright? Font color. Most people choose custom to match the theme. If you want black, choose black. We have dark purple, red, same as the sample. You can have any color you want. If I don't have a color listed here and you're specific about a color, just type me a note down here, instruction or comment. I want the font to be green. There you go. Okay, so you come back here, you choose the font or close to it. The next thing is additional pages. Do you want additional pages? If you want an additional page, one additional page is 4 printable sides. It's an additional $1.25 per invite. You can have 8, 12, it depends, whatever you want, but the 4 printable sides is $1.25 each. The 8 is $2.50 for 8 printable sides, and for 12 printable sides each card will be an additional $3.75. Alright, so you have choices here. If you don't want any additional pages, you would click NA, which means it'll just be an open up card. For this example, we're choosing an additional page. Response cards, RSVPs, with envelopes. These come with envelopes. If you want a response card, you can choose yes. Each response card is an additional $1.50. They come with envelopes. It's a separate card that gets printed on and mailed separately. Here's a response card order form. They could look either like this, the boarding pass, or they can look more like the inside of your passport, or they could be anything else you want. They can all be custom designed. If I send you this form because you chose a response card, all I really need is the information that you want on the response card. So if you don't want it to look like the boarding pass, and you don't want it to look like this, just type the information to me here that you want on it, and then in the box that says on the order form, the comments and instructions, just tell me that you want your response card to look like something else. So these are just standard order form fill out, so I get your information for the response card. Alright, so that's the response card. Now, some passports come with response cards that are already included, and that would be explained on each one of those orders. Insert card for directions. They don't have envelopes, and what they are is just that. They're an insert card. It's a flat card. I print on the one side. You want a map, you want a little instruction that you want to give your guest. It's a smaller card that fits inside. That's an additional $1. If you want a table card or a place card, they don't have envelopes either, and what they are, they're folded in half and they stand up like a little tent, and basically they're used for place cards at a table. They're an additional 75 cents each. If you want those, you would click the yes button here. Proofing method. You have two choices. I want to see a proof before my card is charged, or no proof, just print and mail. I don't suggest that. I suggest that you want to see a proof, because these are pretty intricate. You want to see what they are, and 99 times out of 100 you'll want to make some changes before they go to print. So yes, choose I want to see a sample before my card is charged. Here's your instructions and comments box. You can type anything you need to type to me here, but remember you only have a 250 character limit. There'll be another opportunity to add more comments later on. Extra envelopes. Some people would like to have extra envelopes. They're 20 cents a piece. So if you want envelopes that are extra envelopes, just click yes here. Add matching labels. I make matching labels. They can either look like the inside of a passport, they could be clear with just your address. Either way, they're labels. They're clear labels. We don't print on envelopes here. So if you want labels, I would choose these. If you want labels for just the invite, you click here. If you want labels for the invite and a response card, if you chose a separate response card, then you would click here and the labels get doubled. We're not going to have any for this example. Add a magnet to the back of the card. The magnets that we add to the back of the card are stuck on the back of the card. They're good to hang on the refrigerator for save the dates, for mementos. They are business size magnets. They're the size of a business card and they get stuck on the back of your card. They're an additional 25 cents each. We also have a video about them on our all information page under the videos. Rush my order. If you want your order rushed, you would click here. Yes, please rush my order. What this is going to do is charge 34 cents each card in your order. So if you ordered 100 cards, this is going to be an additional $34 to get your order up to me, number one, first spot, done quickly. Alright, for this example, we're going to order 50 cards. The minimum is 30. So you type in the amount of cards you want and click buy.